Good morning, crafty friends. It's Sue, your not so crafty crafter, and I am here with my hashtag Satmorn Makes. If you're not familiar, it is a collaboration with Jill Norwood from Greenwood Girl Cards, and basically all you have to do is share what you make. This week, for example, I didn't make a lot. I didn't have a whole lot of time to be in my craft room. When I came up yesterday morning, I was just in a block and I couldn't think of what I wanted to do or what I wanted to make, and I did nothing. So this morning I came up and I had a few ideas, and I threw something together with stuff that I had already started working on. All you have to do is share what you make and use your hashtag Satmorn Makes on your social media, and we all know to look for it. And it doesn't have to be cards. Paper crafting, scrapbooking, sewing, needlepoint, painting, jewelry making, Cricut stuff. Whatever it is that brings you joy, share with us. We'd love to see it. You never know who you might be inspiring. All right, I'm going to jump right in here. I had made a little shaker die cut. And I don't know if I shared it last week or the week before, but I didn't do anything with it. It was just the die cut. And so this morning I saw it laying here and I thought, oh, what can I do with it? And I had a piece of paper laying here on my desk, and I threw the die cut on top of it to start ready and to start getting ready to do something. And I thought, oh, that looks kind of cute. So I went ahead and made a card with it. I'm going to share with you what I used here. First off is this piece of scrap paper. I had a smaller piece. It was very small. It was like this. And I put the die cut on top of it, and I thought, oh, I like that a lot. So I did have more of the paper. This is from, I don't know if it's actually Recollections, but it is from Hobby Lobby, and it was one of those packs that was like $5 for 20 sheets, and it had 4 or 5 different designs. This one had polka dots and some glitter paper, and I've used a lot of this paper, so I really like this pink polka dot. Then for embellishments, I used these Doodlebug sprinkles. I have several packages of these. They're just little enamel hearts. Really cute. I got the first set of these. I bought them, but they came in a kit from Simon Says Stamp. Their monthly card making kit, crafting kit, whatever. And I loved them. And anytime I see them, I buy more of them. So I have like 4 or 5 packs of them now. This one just happens to have white hearts in it, so I used a couple of those. I used these dies from KS Crafts, and this is part that I shared in the other video when I actually shared the whole die cut. These are shaker elements. These are Valentine shaker elements, and they're really cool. There's 4 plates. This is a lock. This is envelopes with little hearts. This is little cupids going in different directions. And this is different types of hearts. Basically what you use is to cut these out and use them as embellishments or shaker elements in your card. And that's exactly what I did. And then this is the die that I used to create the actual shaker element. It's Valentine Heart Balloons shaker die. It's also from KS Craft. Now I buy my KS Craft stuff from Amazon. So this is a neat set. Let's open it. Yeah, it's different types of heart-shaped that you use to make balloons with. And I used this one. And this one. And then the string. And the bow. This one's really cute too. This is like a primitive heart. And then your traditional round heart. So it's got the outline for the background, and then the border for the shaker elements. So there's that. I'll put these away because I don't want them lost. I'm trying to clean my room here. Next, the shaker element, I used this vintage Valentine pad from Hobby Lobby, and I used a piece of this for the background of the shaker. And then I used a piece of this for the outline of the shaker. And then, yeah, here's the paper that I used. I took a big piece and I cut it into 6x6 squares. That's how I cut my paper down. So that's an extra piece. And then I used this stamp set. This is actually from Crafter Square. If you're not familiar, this is from Dollar Tree. This is from 2019. This is what the images look like stamped out. And I went ahead and I used this I Heart You die. I didn't want anything too mushy. I'm not sure who I'm going to give this card to yet, so I didn't want to overstep the friendliness level of it. And then this is what I ended up making. Whoops, just lost a piece of paper. This cute little shaker card, the shaker element. You can see the Hobby Lobby paper in there and then in the back. And then the shaker elements. The cupids, I used vellum. Try and get as close as I can. The envelopes, I used gold foil. The hearts, I used white glitter paper. And then I glued some of them down to the background so there'd always be elements there. Because a lot of times you do this, your shaker pieces fall to the bottom and you got nothing on the top. At least this way you have some pieces up there. My polka dot paper, which, how cute is that? It looks so cute. It's like the opposite of this paper. Because this has red heart polka dots and this is white polka dots. So, and then my little heart embellies. This is gold foiled cardstock from not Hobby Lobby, Michaels, that I've had forever, and I had found a scrap of it going through my stash, so I used that. I used that for the envelopes as well, inside the shaker. Yeah, see, the envelopes in there are gold. And then I used a piece of the scrap. I wanted to heat emboss this, I Love You. But this is very thin paper. I don't know that I would call that cardstock. So if it's cardstock, it's like 65 pound, if that. And I wasn't sure how warped the heat would make it when I heat embossed it. So I tried it on a scrap. And it actually came out really cute. And I just popped it up. And I did make the shaker out of 2 layers of fun foam. If you can you see that? There we go. There's 2 layers of fun foam there. I used the liner on one piece of the heart, and then this on the outline. And then something I don't do very often is decorate the inside of my cards, but I did this time. I used a scrap of the pink and white polka dot, and then I used the pink hearts from those embellies. So that's my make for this week. I made that this morning. And when I can't think of what I want to do, but I still want to be busy and craft, I put things together. I get stuff ready for whatever my next project might be. These are the negatives of the heart from that shaker. And on this one, I glued a piece of the heart paper on it. This one I colored in with my Tim Holtz crayons. But this one's a pink metallic. Can't really see the metallic on there, but. And then I die cut a couple of things from a new die and put those together yesterday. Just something to do to keep busy and not sit in front of the computer. I had time to do some stuff. So I used my Copic markers to color stuff in and just put some stuff together. And then when I'm bored, I can dig through this and maybe get some inspiration for what I might want to do next. Right. So just little pieces, parts, bits and bobs. And then the other thing that I did some of these Friday night. I went ahead and started making sentiment strips. I haven't done this in, I don't know if I've ever done it. I know I have a Stampin' Up! Set that I was working with. This set is from Tailored Expressions. I don't know if you're familiar with the storage case. Storage case was created after the fact when these dies and stamps were created. But if you're not familiar, I'll share with you real quick. This is Tailored Expressions. And they're simple strips. and they're background stamps. And they come with a, well, they don't come with a die. You buy the die separately, but they're not super expensive. Maybe this one was. The die may have been expensive, but the stamps are only like $15. So, I mean, it's $45 investment, but the die will work on all of these sets. Basically, what you do, I heat emboss mine. You can just stamp them if you like, if you're happy with that. Especially when I'm doing black. I do black with white heat embossing. What you can do, if you want to heat emboss, I don't like using black heat embossing powder. To me, it seems like it gets everywhere and it always makes a mess. So what I do is I stamp with a black embossable ink and then use clear embossing powder. So you still get the same effect. But what you do is you stamp this. It's all one piece. And these raised parts here are markers. And all you do is you put this die, line those markers up, and it'll cut all your sentiments out at once. And then they created this case to store them in. Now you can use one case for all of these and just separate them because there's like 19 or 20 sentiments on them. And you can do that. I didn't. I'm not going to use that many sentiments all at once. But what I did is I separated them because I have 4 of these dies. So I'm going to do this for one die, this for another die, and then so on and so forth. And I will share, not the die, for the die cuts, but I will share the other stamps I got over time. I didn't buy these all at once. I got this first set. Actually, I got this with a Christmas set. And they started coming out with all these other sentiments, and I bought this one. And then they had a moving sale recently, and I bought a couple more. Because this store, Tailored Expressions, is actually in Iowa. It's about 80 miles from me. I love going there. The only thing is they're only open 2 days a week and I'm working, so I don't always get up there. So we'll see. You can order online though, and apparently their shipping is amazing. People order on Thursday and they have it by Monday. So, I mean, they're on top of it. They really are. So the first one I got, the Simple Strips background, is just basic sentiments all around. Birthday, thank you, anniversary, congratulations, graduate, welcome to the neighborhood, new baby, sympathy, you make my heart happy, which could be Valentine's Day if you wanted to. In my prayers, kindness means so much, they lived happily ever after. So wedding, anniversary, all of those things. This one is friendship, and it's just all positive affirmations. I miss your face, you're my sunshine, you're my people, hang in there, friend, you're on my mind, all that kind of stuff. This one is thanks. It's all to do with thank yous, which I use a ton of thank you cards. And then this one is snarky. Sorry, not sorry. It's fine. Everything's fine. You bring out the sarcasm in me. Apparently I'm difficult. Sarcasm is my love language. Social vegan, avoid meat, M-E-E-T. So I just thought that was cute. And then I grabbed this one. I love wonky flowers. I have a stamp that's similar to this, but I just love these. Ranunculus, I believe is what they are, but it's wildflower background. So not used that one yet. So I spent some time doing that with one set. And then also, if you're interested in stuff like this, these kinds of sets, there are lots of companies that are doing them now. I know Photoplay, I want to say LDRS had some. Simon Says Stamp has had sentiment strips for a while. I think they're just now coming out with sentiment stamps specifically to match those. I'm not sure. But I know Photoplay has them as well. And this die set's a little bit different. It is one big die, but you have to cut them apart to use them. It's just one die, but they come attached. So they don't match up. They don't line up with the stamp. So you have to stamp and then cut them out, which is fine. But I bought a bunch of these because one of them was on clearance and I really liked them a lot. And I got these at Memory Bound, which is a scrapbook store north of Des Moines. Same town that Tailored Expressions is in, actually, in Ankeny. But the set was 50% off, so I went ahead and grabbed it, and I really like them. This is the beautiful set, and it's all things relating to being beautiful. And then they have the word die with the shadow. So I got a couple sets of those. I got beautiful. Excuse me. I got hello. I got friend. And I got congrats, which has a lot more like jobs and graduation and stuff, but there's some other things too. And then there's the word die to match it. So I love using the big shadow word dies on my cards, but it's nice to have a little sentiment strip to put with it. So yeah, really cool. This one goes separately. But yeah, that's what I do when I can't think of what I actually want to make. I do stuff to keep me busy. I also do, like, I'll make backgrounds, watercolor backgrounds, or ink backgrounds, or stuff like that, just so that I have things to work with when I do have time to craft. So it's just a preparedness thing for me, just to be ready to roll whenever I can get a minute. So that's all I have today. I hope everyone has a fabulous weekend. It's Sunday. It is actually nice and sunny here today. We actually had a snow day this week. Kind of unexpected. They said we were going to get some snow, but they didn't think we were going to get a lot of it. We were going to get mostly rain, but apparently the storm shifted just enough. We got like 3 or 4 inches, and Thursday morning I woke up to a late start, but I thought, well, I'm going to go in because I have to leave early on Friday. I have to make time up anyway. And the next thing I know, 7:15 rolls around and, sorry, school's canceled. So, and it was a little icky out. Lots of heavy, wet snow. So, kind of glad they canceled it. And, you know, as someone that works in the school district, I know we've all needed that break. So, but yeah, I hope everyone has a great weekend. It's supposed to be high 40s for the better part of this week. So, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, spring's not too far off, friends. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.